Christmas was supposed to feel warm, safe, like home. But in my house, it was just another performance. Another night where I played the role of the disappointment. The table was set perfectly. Golden lights, expensive dishes, laughter echoing like everything was normal. My parents loved this part. The illusion, the image of a perfect family. No calls. No messages. No apologies. Just silence. And honestly, that silence told me everything I needed to know. I threw myself into work, not as a distraction, but as a focus. Every late night, every extra hour, it wasn't about survival anymore. It was about building something that belonged to me, something no one could take away or criticize into nothing. I started reconnecting with people I had ignored for years. Old contacts, mentors, opportunities I once thought were too big for me. Turns out, they weren't. I had just been listening to the wrong voices. Weeks turned into months. And slowly, everything began to change. A better position. More responsibility. More respect. For the first time, people actually saw my value. Not because I begged for it, but because I owned it. Then one day, I got the call. A family gathering. "Just come," my sister said, her tone softer than usual. "Mom wants everyone there." I almost laughed. After everything. But something told me to go. Not for them. For closure. When I walked in, the atmosphere felt different. The same house, the same table. But the energy had shifted. My parents looked at me, not with pride, not even with warmth, but with something unfamiliar. Uncertainty. Dinner started awkwardly. Small talk, forced smiles. No one brought up Christmas. Until my father finally did. "You've been busy," he said, trying to sound casual. I nodded. Yeah. My mother studied me carefully. "We heard things are going well for you." I didn't answer immediately. I just looked at them. The same people who once said they wished I didn't exist, now trying to understand who I had become. Then I calmly reached into my bag and placed a folder on the table. "What's this?" my brother asked. I leaned back slightly. "You'll see," I said. The room went quiet again. But this time, it wasn't their control filling the silence. It was mine. Because what was inside that folder was about to change everything. The room fell silent as my brother slowly opened the folder. At first, his expression was confused. Then it changed. Shock. "Wait, what is this?" he said, flipping through the papers. My father leaned closer. My mother stood up, unable to stay seated anymore. One by one, they started reading. Contracts. Ownership documents. Investment records. Everything I had built, without them. This company," my father stammered. "You own all of this?" I nodded calmly. "Yes." My mother's voice shook. "Since when?" "Since the moment I stopped trying to be enough for you," I replied. Silence. Heavy. Crushing. I let them take it in. Every late night. Every sacrifice. Every opportunity I took while they were busy tearing me down. It was all right there, in black and white. But that wasn't the real reason I came. I reached forward and flipped to the last page. "And this," I said quietly, "is why I'm really here." My brother read it first, then froze. "No way." My father grabbed the paper. His hands started shaking. It was the property deed. The house. Their house. My house. A few months ago, when their finances started collapsing, something they were too proud to admit, I stepped in silently, cleared the debts, took control of the mortgage, legally, completely. They never even knew. Until now. My mother stepped back like the floor disappeared beneath her. You own this house? I looked at her, not with anger, not with revenge. Just truth. Yes. The same house where I was told I shouldn't exist now stood because of me. My father tried to speak, but no words came out. For the first time in my life, they had nothing to say. I stood up slowly. You said you wished I was never born, I said, my voice steady. I let that sink in. But if I wasn't, none of this would still be standing. No one moved. No one argued. Because they couldn't. The truth had already done all the work. I picked up my coat just like that night. But this time, everything was different. I wasn't walking away hurt. I wasn't walking away to prove something. I had already proven it. I paused at the door and added one last thing. Don't worry, I'm not here to take anything from you. I looked back at them one final time. I just wanted you to understand what you tried to throw away. And then I walked out. Not as the unwanted child. Not as the disappointment. But as someone who finally understood their worth. Because sometimes, the people who wish you never existed end up depending on the life you built without them.